Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to end this debate tonight. Who, in your opinion, do you think should succeed Raila Amolo Odinga as the next Azimio leader? I want to narrow the choices to two individuals only. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, Wiper, and Martha Karua na Kenya. In your own opinion, who do you think should succeed Raila Amolo Odinga? If you believe Martha Karua, please in the comment section, just type Martha Karua. If you believe Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, in the comment section, just type Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. I'm giving you a few seconds to do that because we want to close this chapter. I want us to close that chapter because earlier today, there was this article on the Daily Nation, and in that article, Martha Karua vouched for herself. And Martha Karua made it very clear that she's the most qualified to succeed Raila Amolo Odinga. And I want to ask you this question. Do you believe that Martha Karua is the most qualified to succeed Raila Amolo Odinga? In this video, I want us to do a critical analysis about Martha Karua and her suitability to succeed Raila Amolo Odinga. The boxes she's ticking and what she's getting wrong. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, who do you think between Martha Karua and Kalonzo Musyoka should succeed Raila Amolo Odinga? As an individual, I also have my own opinion, which I'm entitled to, which could be different from yours. In my own opinion, if I were to vote the way you guys have voted there, I would pick Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka for reasons which are best known to me. But why do you think Karua and the team and those who support her believes that she is the most qualified? Let us begin by looking at what is working in her favor. Number one, technically speaking, Martha Karua is the second in command in Azimio. Raila Odinga was the presidential candidate, therefore Raila Odinga was the Azimio leader. Martha Karua was the running mate, and therefore Martha Karua is automatically the deputy party leader. And that's why in the today's dailies, if you read it, Karua gave an example of a head teacher and a deputy head teacher. That in any school in the Republic of Kenya, if the headmaster is out, say to Nairobi, then the deputy is the one who takes charge. And therefore, because Raila Odinga is the leader and Martha Karua is the deputy president, in case Raila Odinga will be out of the country, the person who will take charge is none other than Martha Karua. So technically, Martha Karua is Raila Odinga's deputy. And the fact that Kalonzo Musyoka is now emerging as a force means that Kalonzo is trying to forcefully take over her position. And of course, in politics, power is never given. Power is grabbed. So that is something which is working in favor of Martha Karua. Number two is the Kikuyu factor. There is no way you can ignore the Kikuyu factor in Kenyan politics. There's no way. If you take a paper and a calculator and start by looking at the number of votes Raila Odinga got. Let me just get those votes. Let me just get the presidential results by county in 2022. If you take those votes, a pen and a paper, let me just start by looking at what Raila Odinga got in Kiambu. In Kiambu, Raila Odinga got 210,000. Those are votes you don't ignore. Remember, there was rigging. You go to, let's go to Muranga. Raila Odinga got 73,000. Those are good votes. Nyandarua, how many? 49. He performed poorly there. Of course, Ruto only had 180 something. You go to Kirinyaga, Martha Karua's home county, 37,000, which I think was very bad for Martha Karua. But those numbers are huge. Of course, if you total the number of votes you added to the diaspora like Lamu, Nairobi, the projection that Raila Odinga actually got 1.4 million votes from the Kikuyu nation. If you add Nakuru, you add the Kikuyus in diaspora. So the fact that Martha Karua is a Kikuyu and Kikuyu is the largest voting bloc in the Republic of Kenya, Azimio cannot ignore. Because if Azimio were today decide that we are giving Martha Karua the party leader and Martha Karua is a presidential candidate, probably the voting pattern might have changed. You never know. Number 3 is Martha Karua reform credentials. If there's one thing you can't take away from Martha Karua, is her reform credentials. And that works in her favor. In fact, the main reason why Azimio lost in the last election, most people attribute it to the interview or the presidential, the running mate debate between Martha Karua and the deputy president Rigathi Gachagua, where Rigathi Gachagua outperformed her. If that had not happened, probably a lot of things would have changed. But you can't take away her reform credentials. For example, Martha Karua was opposed to the bipartisan talks. She was opposed to the NADCO. She's stuck by it up to this stage. So that's someone who is reform oriented. So you can't take that away from her. And number 4, Martha Karua also has some bravery. She's firebrand. And most of Azimio supporters associate with her brand of politics. Let's not talk of Azimio. ODM. Most ODM supporters normally prefer firebrand politicians. And that's why if you were to give most of ODM supporters Martha Karua and Kalonzo in a free and fair contest, Martha Karua might actually get more votes because of her brand of politics. The only disadvantage is the ghost of 2007. So those are some of the advantage Martha Karua is enjoying. But why do you think majority of Azimio supporters are not failing Martha Karua? Because she's taking a lot of good things. You talk of being the automatic deputy, the Kikuyu factor working in her favor, Martha Karua reform credentials, her brand of politics. Why do you think majority of Azimio are still finding it very hard to support her? I want to give you 5 reasons only. Before you do that again, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. What we do on this channel is that we analyze politics in a way you can't find in any other place. And I know most of you guys are also watching this channel and you are not yet subscribed. And that's why I want to request you on this particular video, please just press that subscribe button now, because we are just few numbers, less than 100 people to hit the magical 250,000 subscribers. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think Azimio supporters are not feeling Martha Karua? Number 1 is the alleged failure to deliver votes to Raila Odinga. And the truth of the matter is that, based on the results I read for you there, Kirinyaga performed poorly. That's home country for Karua. Performed poorly. The expectation was that in Kirinyaga at least it was going to be 40% versus 100. The truth is, Raila's votes in Kirinyaga were 14%. Yeah? Karua did not even win MCA in her own ward. That you have someone running for the presidency as a running mate, but could not even win MCA. Her party failed to clinch a single seat, parliamentary seat. Now, that is one of the main reasons why most Azimio supporters don't take Martha Karua seriously. Number 2 is Martha Karua's solo approach to politics. You see, sometimes politics you need teamwork. I'm 100% convinced that if Martha Karua and her Kenya party had teamed up well with Jubilee in Mount Kenya, probably they would have managed to win certain seats. But NAK Kenya was pulling this side, Jubilee this side. In fact, in the last election, there are those who believe that Martha Karua failed to secure seats because of internal sabotage within Azimio. That there were those in Jubilee who believed that Jubilee auto-produced the running mate, not NARC Kenya. So it means it means Martha Karua has some failure as far as teamwork is concerned. And that's why even if you look at Martha Karua today in Azimio, she's just pulling herself away most of the time. Number 3, Martha Karua is no longer inspiring the way she used to. I don't know what has happened, but of course you can say age has caught up with her, or maybe other things. Yeah, but Martha Karua of today is not the Martha Karua of yesteryears. And that's why during the presidential debates, Rigathi Gachagua overran her. Number 4, and I've repeated this many times on this platform, that politics is a game of numbers, either real or perceived. In a table, like today I saw Raila Odinga holding neck meeting, but in a table where Azimio are seated, parliamentary group meeting, there is Martha Karua, there's Raila, there's Kalonzo, blah blah. We are talking of NARC-PG. Kalonzo is bringing MPs over 20. Eugene Wamalwa is bringing MPs over 5. Raila Odinga is bringing his brigade. Even Kanu won seats. Jubilee, as much as William Ruto managed to win most of them to their side, but even Jubilee would bring on the table or to the table MPs. What about Martha Karua? So in that particular table, Martha Karua will be dismissed. We can't listen to someone without numbers. And lastly, is the ghost of 2007 presidential elections. You know, during that election, for those who remember, Martha Karua was referred to as the only man standing. Without Martha Karua, Raila Odinga would have served his second term as the president of the Republic of Kenya. That is a fact. So it is Martha Karua who stopped Raila Odinga from becoming the president of the Republic of Kenya. And that ghost, most of ODM supporters are still holding against Martha Karua. So I don't know what to think. That's my take. But still, despite those, Martha Karua can actually become Azimio party leader. And if that were to happen, some of us will throw our weight behind her fully. I don't know what to think. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.